What is the difference between a 30-year sentence with eligibility for parole in 25 years and life in prison for an ag robbery charge? The lawyer said he will get life if he doesn't sign the plea. I'm confused. Is his current sentence a license? He got a 30-year sentence. He said eligibility for parole in 25 years, which is weird, and life for ag robbery. Unless there's like extenuating circumstances or something in the plea that I'm not aware of. A 30-year sentence on an ag robbery, that's an aggravated offense, and so that's what used to be called a 3G offense. You'll still hear them called that because they at the time were in section 3G of the Code of Criminal Procedure 4212 3G. Now they're in a different section because there's been updates to the Code of Criminal Procedure, and it's 42A.054. Not really that important, but we still call them 3G. So if you hear that term, that means it's an aggravated offense, and that's important because when you're talking about parole eligibility, the defendant will have to serve at least half of that sentence before they're eligible for parole if it's a 3G offense. On a 30-year sentence, they would have to serve 15 years before they're even eligible for parole. And we all know that eligibility doesn't mean you're getting parole. It just means you come up for your parole review. Maybe the attorney was saying, hey, your chance of getting parole at 15 years is not good, and you might end up serving 25 years. I mean, that's an accurate statement, but just from the get-go, I probably wouldn't think that. If you got life, so life in prison on a non-capital offense is you have to serve at least 30 years before you're eligible for parole. So you get a life sentence, you're eligible for parole in 30 years, so that's the difference. If he got a 30-year sentence, that's not a life sentence, to answer your question.